Today, we're turning our attention to a quiet suburb in Ohio and a global warning hiding in plain sight. Hilliard, a seemingly progressive town near Columbus, is known for inclusive schools and a growing immigrant community. But it's also where convicted terrorist Christopher Brenner Cook was raised. According to an investigation published by The Guardian, Cook wasn't just planning to attack America's electrical grid, he was actively radicalizing children online, including one British teenager whose story ended in tragedy. This is the new face of global extremism, and Europe needs to pay attention. Cook's main target was Rhiannon Rudd, a 14-year-old girl in Derbyshire, England. Groomed via Discord and WhatsApp, she was indoctrinated into neo-Nazi ideology, encouraged to threaten synagogues, and taught to build bombs. At just 16 years old, after years of online abuse and psychological manipulation, Rhiannon took her own life. Even though Cook was stopped by police on multiple occasions, with weapons, drugs, and Nazi material, he was repeatedly released. Authorities in both the US and the United Kingdom had intelligence on him, but failed to intervene in time. And Cook was just one node in a broader web. American white supremacist groups like Patriot Front and the Rise Above movement aren't staying domestic. They've traveled to Europe, spread propaganda, and connected with extremists abroad. Groups like the base even maintain links to Russian operatives. The so-called Telegram Collective has helped radicalize killers in places like Slovakia. Make no mistake, this is an export strategy. American extremism is going global, and it's not confined to the dark web. Steve Bannon has spent years building ties with far-right parties in Hungary, France, and Germany. Elon Musk, whose platform X has become a hub for conspiracy theorists, has even participated in far-right campaign events in Germany. Christian Picciolini, a former white supremacist turned activist, told The Guardian, "The ideas that used to be fringe are now mainstream, and the extremists know the president supports them." That president, of course, is Donald Trump. And under his administration, extremism has flourished. Ohio, once a bellwether state, is now a breeding ground. Charlottesville's car attacker, the founder of the Daily Stormer, and scores of January 6th rioters all came from Ohio. Some towns have even seen the rise of Nazi-themed homeschooling networks, and no legal action was taken. In 2023 alone, Ohio ranked second only to Texas in white supremacist incidents. And in 2025, neo-Nazis marched openly with flags near African-American communities in Cincinnati. The reaction from the White House? Silence. Rhiannon's case highlights a brutal truth. Transatlantic law enforcement and counter-extremism policies are not equipped to deal with digital radicalization. Cook was convicted for terrorism, but not for grooming and abusing a foreign child. No charges, no extradition, no international response. Europe must act, not only to protect itself from imported ideology, but to stop its own citizens from becoming casualties of America's radical right. Far-right parties are rising across the continent, in Italy, Hungary, France, and the Netherlands. But Brussels, Berlin, and Paris still treat this threat as distant. It's not. The pipeline from Ohio to Derbyshire is open. And it's not just targeting the lonely and vulnerable, it's testing our institutions, our police forces, our values. The question is, what will Europe do? Because if we wait until the next Rhiannon, it may already be too late. Subscribe for more in-depth analysis from a European perspective. This is Western Relations.